Hello and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm Imani Simone. And today's video is going to be very quick. We're just doing a March reflections and goal setting for this next quarter of the year. Is anybody else surprised that it's already April? Like, the time is flying by. I feel like the past few years have been going by so slow. So for these past 3 months, just like go by in a blink of an eye. Like, I don't know how to process it, but it's been going good so far. I already did a reflection for January. I know for sure. It's in a previous video. I think it was like a get ready with me. I'm not sure about February. If I did a reflection for February, it was probably like hidden somewhere in another video, like on top of another topic. But today's video is just going to be a reflection on March and goal setting for the next quarter. So I'm roughly going by the 12-week year plan, which is roughly, 3 months. So we just ended the first 3 months of the year. So now we're going into the next 3 months. And I want to think about the first 3 months, January through March, were more like my practice era. I'll say it like that because I started YouTube. I moved, if you're new here, I moved back from South Korea. So I lived in South Korea for 2 years and 7 months-ish. And I moved back to America in October of last year. And then I decided to start my YouTube channel in January. I told my mom, you know what? I'm coming up on my quarter life crisis. I don't really know what I want to do. So give me a year to just follow my passion projects and live out my dreams and just see what happens. Just see what happens. Just throw it up in the air, see what falls down, and after that I will get my life together if it's not already together in this 1 year. But I want to think of the first 3 months are more like me just preparing and practicing different things. So now in this next quarter, I am ready to see growth and momentum. But yeah, so let's get into the March reflections. So in March, I worked a lot on branding. So I am trying to rebrand my channel right now. My channel name is just Imani Simone. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep the handle that way. But since I don't really want to niche down, I like having a lot of different topics and just exploring everything that interests me. I don't want to be pigeonholed into a box. So I was trying to figure out, how do I incorporate all these things? So if you notice on my channel, I've already started a couple playlists. I have a playlist for TV show reviews, movie reviews, fashion. I think I finally started the fashion one. Current events with Imani Simone. So I was trying to go with that. And so what I came up with was basically turning my channel not into a TV show, but more like a network. So, when you're on a network, there's different shows on the network. So I want to make my channel kind of like that. So it can incorporate everybody. I can have all my interests there, and it all kind of connects in a way, if you know what I mean. So I probably will keep my handle the same, but the banner, I need to work on the banner. I'm not going to lie. That's probably the last thing. That's the last worry on my list. So I'll probably change it to say Imani Simone Networks or ISN as parentheses. You've probably seen it if you watched my fashion video, my spring essentials video. I have the new logo in that video. So yeah, ISN stands for Imani Simone Network. And that is the branding I have been working on, because each little show per se, I've been trying to work on special branding for each one. So when you see the branding, you associate it with the segment and the topic, and it can all start to flow together for future use. I'm also sorry if you can hear my shoes. Can you? Yeah, my shoes are making a lot of noise right now. I don't know if you can actually hear that with this microphone, but if you can, I'm so sorry. Next, so I started an Etsy shop also back in January, and I worked on it a lot in January. I'm not going to lie. I worked on it almost every single day in January. I didn't see any sales. So I kind of put it on the back burner. Like I left all the designs up there. They're still up there. And I want to go back and add more designs and like actually start advertising it and everything. So, but in March, I did not work on it like at all. I don't think I made a single design in March. I know I made one design in February. I did not make a single design in March. So I need to get back to that. I also took a mini break for my birthday. So my birthday was March 12th. So that whole week, I tried to kind of relax because content creating and everything can be so stressful, especially because I have nothing else to focus my time on. Well, I mean, I have other things to focus my time on, but I feel like this one is like my favorite, or has just became the most like important in my mind because it takes up so much space, or it takes up so much time. So this kind of consumed me towards the end of February, early March. So I was like, for my birthday, let's just take a step back and rest a little for the week. It was kind of hard because all I wanted to do was like make more content. But yeah, I took a little mini break, and towards the end, I'll say like towards the end of every month, I kind of like slow down and work on stuff for the next month. So I'll say like this past week, which was also spring break for my mom. So I was spending a lot of time with her. It was a busy week. So, and family events for Easter and everything. So yeah, it was a mini break in March. Let's just say that. So with that mini break, I did utilize it to plan for the second quarter of what did I want to see. I saved some videos for the second quarter, but I will get to that later because I have an exciting challenge coming up for April. It's going to be a little hard, but I am excited for it. But yeah, so I planned and worked on branding for this next quarter. I also did a lot of research for SEO and other techniques of learning how to grow on all the platforms. I have a TikTok, I have YouTube, I have a Lemon8, and most recently, as of last Sunday, I started Instagram. So I have a lot of platforms that I'm trying to juggle right now. So I needed to do a lot of research on how to grow on there, how to get my content seen, etc., etc. And I also want to work on being better at editing. I did major in film, but I absolutely hated editing. It was my least favorite thing. It still is my least favorite thing, but because I see how important it is now, I am trying to go back and learn all the basics of, well, I know the basics of editing, but like actually doing like cool editing and timing and all that stuff. So I did a lot of research on that, on how to do cool effects to make my videos more interesting. So I was able to see a lot of growth like towards the end of February into March, specifically on my TikTok. I'm not really sure how much I grew in 1 month, which I keep up with it. Like I do a check-in every single Friday in my planner. I'll write how many followers I have, how many likes and saves or whatever, depending on the platform. So I need to go back and see exactly how many followers I have gained over March, but I'm not sure. But for the first quarter on TikTok, I know for sure I started off with, I think, 69 followers in January. And I'm ending in March with 650. So that was a lot of growth for just 3 months. Well, technically, let's just say 2 months, because January, I did not see any growth anywhere. The growth did not really start happening until February, and then it just kind of continued into March, and I'm hoping to continue that growth into April. So like I said, I asked my mom for a year to follow my passion projects, but since I am unemployed, I don't really have a schedule. Like I will stay up till 3 a.m., 4 a.m. working on videos or ideas or branding. I'll wake up at 10 or 12, depending on what time I actually get to sleep. When I was doing the, what was it? Is it Love is Blind? Yeah, when I was doing the Love is Blind reviews, I would literally stay up so I could go ahead and watch it and get the video out before I even went to bed. So those days, I literally was not going to bed until like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. One day, I didn't even go to bed until 10 a.m. So that was like a full 24 hours awake. And that's just not good. So I need to get on a schedule. I have a lot of stuff that I am trying to do this year, and a schedule is going to be my best bet because I cannot do everything waking up so late. staying up so late. Like, I am just super exhausted, super stressed. So I need more structure in my life coming in April. So with that, I also had no balance, really. Like, being at home, working from home, there's no real like cut off time. So like I said, I'll be working till like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., working on videos or ideas, and like the work just doesn't stop. Even if I'm like chilling and watching TV, I still have my iPad or notebook in my hand, writing down new ideas, thinking out stuff, thinking about video ideas. How can I make this better? How can this be better? So I really want to have that balance so I'm not so stressed out in this next quarter, because I mean, it needs to be a balance there. Like, this cannot just consume my whole life. Like, it can weigh on you like mentally. So my overall goals for the second quarter are all about growth and balance. I'm only really going to talk about April right now because we're going to take it month by month. I like to make my goals like that, but the overall goals are just growth and balance. But for April, we have a lot of goals because there's a lot that I'm trying to do in April. April might be a little bit stressful, which is why I want to have that balance so I am not stressed out like that. I am starting a challenge in April to post every single day and post more short form content. I see my short form content is what gets the most views and brings in the more followers, so I need to focus more on that, and I feel like I'm better at long form content. So that is why I've really been like focusing on editing, because I feel like your editing matters so much more to short form content than it does to long form. And so that will be my focus for April. I plan on posting bare minimum five shorts a day, but I'm aiming more for 8 to 9. So to make this less stressful for this challenge, I went on and wrote everything out. I have a full plan. Only problem is really filming and editing, which I already came up with a schedule for, to make sure I am not overwhelmed. This is not taking up every single day. I do have rest days and everything else. So with my schedule, I also included balance and rest. So I need those rest times because posting every single day, doing makeup, putting on outfits, talking, planning the videos can be so stressful. So it was really important for me to have those in between days where I could just rest and woosah and just get my mind right. And on those days, I do not want to do any work. I don't want to plan. I don't want to think. I just want to sit there. If I want to lay in bed all day and listen to music or read a book, that is what I'm going to do. I am not going to think anything about posting or social media, period. So I'm also starting real estate school this month. I think I'm posting this on Monday. I'm not sure if this is posted April 1st, and today I will be starting real estate school. So April 1st, I'll be starting real estate school. So I'm super excited about that. If you watched my, Life Binder video, you will see that I had on there for my career goals was to go to real estate school. So I'm so excited for that. And that will start in April. So that's also going to be like taxing on my time. And I need to make time for homework, make time for the classes. They are online classes, but they meet twice a week. So I had to factor that into my schedule. So back in January, I wrote my first book. And I have not edited yet, so I think I just want to hire an editor, go ahead and get it edited, and then post it on Amazon or try to see what other options there are for self-publishing. And once I am done with that, I am starting to work on my second book. So within my schedule, so there's some things that I have that are on certain days, like my real estate school is on certain days, filming is on certain days, editing is on certain days, but like my working on the book, I've set out an hour each day and I've actually put it into the schedule, so I have no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's put into the schedule. I have to work for a minimum of an hour. I've already started on it. I worked on it back in February and I wrote like the first 3 chapters. I did not like the way that I was trying to write it, because I was trying to write it from 2 perspectives, and I was like, no, I actually want to write it from 1. So I scrapped the whole thing, went back to the start. I've written 2 chapters now, but then while I was writing, I really didn't have like all the characters' names. I was like, wait, what do these characters look like? So then I went back and made the character profiles. So I made all the character profiles for all the girls in the book, but I have to go back for all the boys. And then we can move on with the writing. But that's going to be April's big thing, is just setting out that time every single day to make sure I'm writing bare minimum a sentence. Any progress is progress, but bare minimum a sentence. With me creating more, I'm really hoping that I can just get better and better at my craft and can just make better videos for you guys and just expand my portfolio for the future. And I just want to get better at it. You know, I never know where this content creation can take me, so the better I get, the more I can do with it. I also want to start bringing in income. With me being unemployed, it stresses me out because I'm all about the money. And I know how important it is to follow my dreams right now. I understand, you know, when you're following your dreams, sometimes you don't make money at first and it'll all be worth it. But I do want to have some type of side hustles this month that are able to bring me an income, because 3rd quarter is going to be busy. 3rd quarter, we're traveling. So I need money to travel in 3rd quarter. So 2nd quarter, we need to get busy. And lastly, I just want to make sure that I am taking advantage of this time. I understand that not everybody has the opportunity to follow their passions or their dreams. And I'm so grateful that my mom is giving me the opportunity to take this time out and just follow whatever my heart desires. So I want to make sure I am making the most out of it and make sure that it's worth it, and that she knows that she's not just like wasting her time and money on me for letting me do this. So that is why I'm doing this whole April challenge and just going all out, because I'd rather give my full force than give a little and be disappointed at the end of the year. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please let us know down below, what are your 2nd quarter goals? What are you trying to do in April? What are your April goals? If you don't know what your full 2nd quarter goals are, what are your April goals? And if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.